Hello Capricorns, you are the last reading of the week. It is Friday and I'm doing just earth signs. I've already done Taurus and Virgo, which are doing some massive changing right now. And I love that. I love when people are doing some massive changing. Nobody likes to be stuck in one place forever, especially us Capricorns, I'll tell you. We do get stuck in our own little regular routine of comfortableism, but after a while it's like, really? Like, seriously? You know what I mean? You can only wear the same, pair of shorts for so long, you know what I mean? Or the same pair of shoes. And let me tell you, we'll wear fucking shoes and shorts as long as we can. I think just because we love stability, you know what I mean? We just love anything that's stable. We're like, oh, let's keep it. But sometimes you got to break free of that. And I feel like whatever I'm talking about before the reading is pretty much what's going to come through in the reading. So I feel like change is coming for some reason, because I'm talking about these old stagnant vibes. All right, Capricorn, I apologize. I just got a new phone, and for some reason my videos are not coming out clear. They're not focusing in, and I don't get it. And I don't have the patience to be fucking with this phone, trying to get it to do whatever it needs to do. So if it hurts your eyes or you can't stand looking at it, just put your phone down. You can hear my annoying voice, my annoying nasally voice. All right, Knight of Cups, not bad, Capricorn. I love that energy, moving forward with love. Yes, if we need anything, it's fucking that. Amen to that. And I'm not even religious. Okay. Well, we got quite a few, don't we? We got the 8, so that's not too bad. World card again. When I was shuffling to cleanse out Virgo and push Capricorn energy in, the World card came out twice. So I was like, if I don't see one of those cards that fell out, there he is. The World card. Page of Lightning. All right. Oh, we're in beginner stage. We're in beginner stage at some point. The Page of Lightning has a lot of meaning, supposedly. I mean, in the world of tarot, it's kind of hard because everybody has their own views of each card, and then they just throw it out on the internet. So it's like, okay. The Page of Lightning to me is like, when I see it's somebody who's young, who's a beginner stage, who's holding up a sword. It's almost like they're standing their ground, setting some healthy boundaries, protecting themselves, guarding themselves. They're also known as the communication card, but they might be too shy to communicate, so maybe they're just watching instead. He's also known to be, first of all, the Knight of Lightning is actually one of the Page of Lightning, did I say the Knight? The Page of Swords in the original deck is the only page that looks like a female. So I like that. So I'm like, yes, there needs to be more fucking females in this tarot man-made deck, as you could tell. Anyways, that being said, I see the Page of Swords as someone who is kind of embarking on a new journey, but kind of like keeping themselves guarded, because it's almost like, going into a fun house, you know what I mean? Or a scary house, or whatever you want to say. It's like, you don't know, like, this is new territory you're about to embark on. You don't know what's going to happen. So you kind of you're just standing there with your sword up trying to protect yourself. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy, but it's a good energy. It's somebody who's ready to embark on something new, or wanting to communicate with somebody, or wanting to stand up for themselves. I don't know. It's a different vibe, but I think it's a good vibe. So if that's not what you're going through, or if that's not what you're feeling right now, it's probably not your reading. You have the Knight of Cups, the Empress, the Knight of Pumpkin. It's interesting, you start off as a page and then you go right into knights. Two completely different knights. But you're a Capricorn. You're not going to stay a beginner forever. You might think like, oh, I'm starting a new journey, or I'm heading in a new direction. I'm a little nervous and naive and scared, you know what I mean? But then you start heading forward, you're like, I know who the fuck I am. What am I talking about? You know what I mean? Like the security start. Well, I don't know if you call it security, but it's your own self badassery comes in. Because you're moving, here you are moving forward as the Empress. You jump from a page to the Empress, like, hello, and 2 knights. The Knight of Self-Worth, the Knight of Self-Love, and then the Empress, which is the mother of the deck. So I feel like you're loving yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're planting seeds, you're spreading love around. You're just being very loving and nurturing right now, which is probably a good thing. Especially when you're embarking on something new, or maybe you want to communicate with somebody, or maybe you're kind of just standing your ground, or trying to set healthy boundaries. You're still you're still a hippie child, you know what I mean? You're still throwing flowers around, but you have your sword saying, don't fuck with me, you know. That's a Capricorn all day. I love you, but don't fuck with me, you know. You're doing good. 7 of Pumpkins, Ace of Lightning, and 7. 2 sevens. And an ace. Very interesting combo. A lot of self-awareness. I think to go from the Page of Lightning to the Ace, I mean, I just felt like you went through a whole complete circle in this week. Like you just went through a whole cycle of new thoughts to secure thoughts, if that makes sense. Maybe feeling like scared to epiphanies. Seven of Pentacles is knowing that you can get through anything, because look at everything that you've already got through. If you've went through all the shit you've already been through, I don't feel like there's anything that you can really not handle at this point. You're going to keep continuing to have to put an effort and work to get through it, or to get by. But I just feel like this is a card of like reminding yourself, hey, maybe life is hard, or maybe you're going through a lot, or something's going on here, but you've always fucking toughed it out. You know who you are. You know your strength. You know your worth. Proceed. You know, I mean, like, you're fine. You're going to be all right. You got this kind of vibe. You know what I mean? 7 of Wands. It's almost the same vibe. It's like fighting for yourself, standing up for yourself, setting down healthy boundaries. I feel like it's just one big epiphany for you coming up, or maybe you're even going through right now, or it's coming up for you for the rest of June, of like, it's almost a sense of like, I got it. I got it. If that makes sense. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're worn down, but you got it. You always got it. I mean, when Capricorns have no choice but to have it. You know what I mean? The World card and the Fool. That's an interesting combo. And not only that, but that, besides the Empress, that's the biggest energy of this whole reading, is going to the unknown. I feel like you're closing out an old cycle. I feel like you're closing out a lot of shit and you're starting over on your journey. I feel like you are. Basically, like, straight out. That's why you're feeling a little scared with the Page of Lightning. I get that. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you're kind of in this place of, I'm done with all this. And now I'm kind of, it's almost the sense of like, wherever you're going now, whether you have a direction or you don't have a direction, it's like, you got to go with it. You have no other choice. You got to take the risk. You got to rely on the universe. You got to be like, because that's who the Fool is. The very last card is the Fool. The Fool is the very first card of the tarot deck. So I just feel, especially with the World right next to it, I feel like, Capricorn, you just turned your whole world upside down. I feel like you turned your whole world upside down. You shook it and shook everything off of it. And now you're putting it right back up again. And now it's just you. And you're like, okay, whatever happens, happens. But I know who the fuck I am. I know how fucking strong I am. I know how fucking smart I am. And I know that I'm going to fight for me. I'm not going to back down. I'm going to keep giving it all I got. Brilliant. It's so interesting. You start out as this like little naive virgin, and then at the end of the deck, you're like, fuck it. Got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? Because that's basically how life is anyways, right? I love the Empress here out of all the cards because you're staying true to yourself. At the end of the day, no matter what's going on, no matter where you're at, the Empress is the mother. She's the nurturer. She's the lover. She's the spreading of love, the growth. Like, you know, that movie Ferngully? I always use that example as the Ferngully. When that Magi lady is moving through the forest and like just flowers are growing behind her because she's that fucking badass. And she just helps things grow and makes things more beautiful as she's moving through life. That's just who we are as Capricorns. You know what I mean? We're magnificent and beautiful to behold. And we're staying in that. And we're moving forward with love. And we're moving forward with security and self-worth. We're good. I just feel like this is a reading to say, hey, Capricorns, if you're feeling lost or scared or you don't know what's going on or you're starting this new journey, because you are. You have the world and the fool. There's no bigger message there than fuck the past. We're on a whole brand new venture now, and there's no going back. You're still like, you're still holding up that sword, but at the same time, you're still coming through as you. The badass you. The kind, loving, gentle empath. And that's where you need to be when you're on a new journey. The last thing you need to do as you're fucking going down a brand new beginning is to not be an empath or know your self-worth or have self-love. Like, you're just setting yourself up for a bad vibe. But you're not. I feel like you're going down a whole fucking new journey knowing exactly who the fuck you are. Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Absolutely brilliant reading. Everybody's doing a lot of stuff, a lot of changing. At least the people that I'm reading for, anyways, and I'm glad for that. Because, like I said at the beginning, we can get comfortable and we can do the same shit over and over again and wear those same shoes and those same shorts until we can't fucking wear them anymore. And we gotta go get a new pair of shoes. We got to get a new pair of shorts, and they might not fit the same way. They might not look the same way, but it's just time. You know what I mean? And you'll make it work. It will look hot on you. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? You make anything look hot. But that's what I have for you guys.